Okay, so after getting into Fez, there was some confusions about who wanted to be dropped off where, that sort of thing. Eventually, me and my compatriot from the original tour group got dropped off just at one of the entrances to the Medina. Found our way through, split up halfway through. Plan is still to meet both of them and the other initial tour group individual for the three of us to have a dinner tonight, but managed to find my riad. There was a little bit of confusion about what day I was supposed to be here, but have the email, have all that confirmation stuff, so everything's square. Got in, and now I haven't had a chance to do the plaza in the center of the Riyadh. We'll get video of that later. Absolutely beautiful, but yeah, this place that I have here, we have the bed downstairs. And then all of the bathroom and shower stuff upstairs. I am on the second story, but the second story is like third or fourth story tall. Oh, okay, fourth is a bit much, but like you'll see. This is a very tall building. I haven't been doing bathroom tours really, but I kind of have because yeah, we have our wonderful sink, we have our tub shower combo, but I also just have a wash basin. I don't think I have ever been provided a wash basin. Is it bad if I can already see the pathing that you would use for Assassin's Creed to get through this environment?
Editing Joshua here, pausing us just for a moment to give context. Teeny Stan and I have agreed to meet up later for dinner. I'm about to head out into the Medina to explore on my own first. When I left my riad, a young guy named Abdul wanted to show me around. He had already helped me find the corner my riad's entrance was tucked into earlier, and now wants to guide me around. After refusing guides in Marrakesh, I decided I would bite the hook here. The agreed goal was to take me to the smallest of the three tanneries as well as a lookout. Along the way, he would of course stop at restaurants and shops, just to look, with the unstated knowledge that these were friends, family, or places he would get commission. The three tanneries in Fez are tourist sites because they have the oldest existing tanneries in the world, and most of the country's commercial leather comes from here, including all the tourist goods we've been seeing along the way. The tanneries are tucked inside rings of buildings, and leather shops have balconies looking down into them. Abdul took me directly into the smallest of the three. Getting out required slipping the guard a coin or two. I heard about this from other vloggers. Rather than paying to get in, the overall ploy is street guides bringing you in before telling you quietly, okay, before we go, get a little bit of money ready to slip into the guard's hands as we leave. It is a wonderful use of tourist instant stooging. They don't tell you how much, you don't get stopped, the guy just walks by the guard turns to you, you pass the money, and you continue walking. It is less of a malicious con and more of a theatrical production to make you think that you are getting away with something that all the other tourists above aren't. Some shops require payment to use the balcony, so you are paying less in a quote-unquote bribe than they are for the official, less interesting option. Abdul really knew everyone we passed on this uphill super speed hike. He took bottles of water from a shop fridge for us, had a heart-to-heart with a grandmotherly woman. He said he was a good guide because everyone knew him, and he really wasn't lying. I would pay him a bit later on, which he tried to begrudgingly refuse at first, knowing that that was the end of him taking me places. As I insisted, friendly smiles quickly went to rolled eyes and an exasperation, fine, give me the money, as I turned out not to be the community whale he thought I was. Unknown to me now, I will be making my way up to those ruins tomorrow.
Bonjour.
Absolutely, but like, like after staying in the tent, anything would have been,
With a little bit of vegetables and like some glass noodles.
I don't know if there's still going to be a call to pray it. Like, is it just
Yours is like 5 minutes.
Yeah, mine is like right outside the main road.
May not be a good thing, but I have a habit of making my walks longer through the Medina to not go the way, even if it's the way I need to go, not go the way someone wants me to go.
Okay, it is now the next morning and my last full day in Fez. My flight out is early tomorrow morning. There are loose plans to meet up with Teeny and Stan midday, but I will be spending my morning wandering, this time actually on my own.
So I've said before that there are people that will try to tell you that, roads are closed, don't go that way, this is where you need to go, and I tend to avoid it. I just had 2 corners that I took where I took the corner and an old guy carrying water just goes, "Young man," like that's the wrong way to go. That's just a dead end house immediately. And they try to tell you, "Oh, it's closed," and a lot of time it's not. But this old man is just like a GPS behind me, just yelling "young man" when I'm about to take the bad turn. And he was just very polite, and it was nice. Once again, I find myself extremely far away from anywhere I'm actually supposed to be, but that's okay. I found my way through a local market, and when I say local market, I mean it was not stalls, it was not buildings, it was awnings, tattered, torn, tied together, interconnected with just a lot of produce and meat and fish and piles of wrinkled clothes and mismatched shoes. And yeah, I didn't take any footage then. We'll see if I get back and take footage later. pretty sure that down there is the lookout that Abdul took me to last night. So I'm not as far away now that I've kind of cut through the countryside a little bit. So I just met an old man up by the ruins that was selling Berber carpets and knit hats. The carpets were a tenth the price of the slightly more expensive ones at the place we stopped at for the tour guides, and the old man started talking about how he doesn't go into the Medina. He only like sells up here on the hill and things like that. He doesn't go anywhere near the establishments because he has to stay away from essentially the tourism mafia that would be heavily charging him for all the stuff that he'd be selling. I ended up buying a knit hat. I did not haggle. I just went, okay, 100 dirhams, essentially $10. That's the price for this hat. Yeah, sure. That's not an amount of money that I want to like fight about. And if it, it just helps him a little bit, awesome. But yeah, just to talk to him about essentially avoiding the tourist mafia to the point of like, okay, I bought the hat, put it in my bag so none of the other people see that I bought something from him, so he doesn't have to deal with the mafia. So there's that. Part of the Medina being the old walled city is the fact that it is a walled city, which means you have to find the gates to get in if you're on or get out, depending what side you're of the wall you're on. But it's not just like, oh, find an avenue and go. There's gates. There's plenty of them to use, but you still have to find the gate. Okay, so I have just learned that I am the oldest one on this trip. He makes a girl power comment. I try to make a Spice Girls comment, and it turns out no one knows what I'm talking about. So, we're going this way. Would you like to introduce yourself, or should I?
You go ahead.
Okay, so this is Stan. He has been on the majority of my trip. Every time that I have left the main group, I have left him. But
every time I see you, you make me cry.
Oh, wow. That was random.
Is there another reference out there?
That's okay.
I have to hang out with you guys. Yeah, it's kind of true.
I mean, yeah, Dutch people are direct, German people are direct, have no sense of humor, Americans are blunt. It's all, see, they're just all stereotypes. So as I was saying, Stan's been with us since the beginning of the Merzouga tour. from the Netherlands. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful fella. But oh, what? Oh,
here it comes.
Can you not take?
Here it
compliments?
comes. Here it comes.
Huh?
Here it comes. You know, like first you sugarcoat everything, and then like now you just mentally prepare me. Now you just go in for the kill.
Oh
right?
yeah, you know, you were just a wonderful fella,
Okay.
and I am
But-
sad that I will never get to see you again.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
So yeah, also we have Kini. Also Merzugator, would you like to?
I'm saying hi.
Yes, you are. So she's the one that I was stuck in the back of the car with for 6-7 hours.
Yes, I could nap, he couldn't.
Yeah, you saw the angle of my head. So while she was just, resting, I had a fortress of crampedness.
He looked very, very uncomfortable and I felt very sorry. I really did.
She even tried to get other people in the car to switch seats for me. So she fought a battle that I didn't want to fight for myself. And then we have Jin.
Hello.
Jin was picked up by Stan over at a tannery because that's how tourist things go here.
That's how solo trip works.
That's nice.
Yeah, so we're headed off to the gardens,
right here.
and yeah, we're right here.
Real low. Yeah, hard to get in. Okay, now you're making me stress.
Very cheery goodbye.
Bye guys.
Never gonna see you again. Well, she is.
Wow, that's crazy. So I do smell it, and honestly for me it's a little hard to cope, but for you, you seem fine.
Oh yeah, no, with all the zookeeping, all that stuff,
That's
the,
true.
the smell is like, oh, okay, this is happening now.
But it's really impressive. It really is. Like, I wouldn't have expected them to stand in there.
Oh yeah, it's like, turning grapes into wine, except you have to work the leather to break the fibers. You got to work it all in. It's everything you're supposed to not do when your clothing gets stained. Okay, having said our final goodbyes to Teeny, I have done just a little bit more shopping for gifts, and I'm about to head to the ATM to make sure I have enough money to pay for the transfer over to the airport in the morning. We have a packet breakfast that's going to be made for us as we head on out, and this is very quickly coming to the end of the time in Morocco. Okay, we've made it to the Fez airport, and if nothing else goes wrong on the trip, this might be the end of the video. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thanks for following along. We've got plenty of other videos coming out on the main channel as well. But yeah, this has been one journey, and hopefully I don't check in again along the way. Hopefully it's just a peaceful flight to Paris Orly, layover, flight to Newark, layover, flight to Indianapolis. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a lovely